Google Shopping budgets. How do you set them, and how do you set them to make sure you maximize the sales and profits for your Google Shopping campaigns? Well, I'm going to show you exactly how I do that in this video. Hey guys, this is Sam from Ecommerce.com, and today I'm going to show you how to set your Google Shopping budgets and everything else you need to know about how to use them for success in your campaigns. I've been working with Google Shopping campaigns for 5 years now and scaled up several different 7-figure stores. Shopping campaigns are incredibly valuable, and the budgets that you set with those campaigns do play a role in that. I'm going to walk you through step by step exactly what I do, and if you have any questions at all throughout this video, please leave them in the comments below and I'll answer them as quick as I can. Okay, so what are budgets in Google Ads? So budgets are a setting on Google campaigns that allow you to tell Google, here's how much I want to spend on ads. You set them by going into your account, going to the campaigns view, and then changing them there on a campaign basis. Just click the budget amount you want to change and then you can change its value. So be careful here because Google can spend more than you actually allocate. This can be really frustrating for e-com store owners, especially when you start advertising on Google Ads, because Google goes and spends more than your daily budget. Google can actually spend up to twice your daily budget in a given day. Sounds crazy, right? Well, let me explain. I do understand their logic. Say you set a budget of $10 per day. You run your campaigns and you start getting clicks and you fill up that $10 a day budget. And then boom, suddenly an athlete uses your product on TV and all these people are searching for your brand or your product and your ads are showing there on Google search. Suddenly you have a big influx in the potential traffic for your e-commerce store. If Google sticks to your $10 a day budget, this might get filled up by 9 a.m. really early in the day, and suddenly all these people that were there ready to buy your products aren't seeing your ads anymore. You might say, hey, I'm totally cool with that. I just want to spend $10 a day and that's it. But Google are in the business of making money. They own the search engine, so they make the rules. They think it's in your best interest to increase your budget on those days where there's more converting traffic, so they'll increase it and you'll spend more. It sucks for some e-com store owners, and many marketers just like me got all rustled and upset when Google announced that this was the case. So does this mean that my budget is actually meaningless and I should just set it to 50% of what I really want it to be? No. Don't do that. Google actually works out a monthly average based on your daily budget. So as long as you don't go changing your daily budget, Google will spend over a month that $10 per day on average. So basically, even if you spend $20 on one day, the next day you'll spend less, so that over a whole month it evens out. So on average, over that 1 month, you'll spend $10 per day, even though it's a bit up and down depending on the day. So it's okay, but if you're there and you want to keep changing your budget every single day depending on how much cash flow you have or what have you, it's going to be really tough. So just keep this in mind. Okay, so how can you use your budgets to your advantage for Google Shopping campaigns? What I like to do is have low budgets on campaigns that aren't yet profitable, and then have very high or unlimited budgets on campaigns where they are profitable. The cool thing about budgets is that they give you control over where you want to spend your money in your account. Obviously, we want to spend money more where things are working and less where things are not. Think about it like a room of people all searching for your products. There are some people in that room that are there with their credit card in hand, right in front of the computer, waiting to find your site, and then boom, they're gonna purchase. These people have high buying intent. You've heard me speak about this before. They're there closer to the bottom of the funnel and they're ready to buy. So apart from those people, you also have other people that are there in that room searching, but they're just researching. Instead of a credit card in their hand, they have a coffee mug. They're still looking around, seeing what the options are, seeing what the product is, and even seeing are there any potential solutions to their problem. They might not even want your product or end up buying your product because they're still further up in the funnel. And that's okay. The people at the bottom of the funnel, they had to get there from the top of the funnel and become aware, research, learn about the product, learn that you solved that problem by offering a fantastic product, and then actually purchasing and buying that product, becoming a customer. Okay, so say you only had one click and you had to choose between these two types of people. The coffee mug people that are researching, or the credit card people that are ready to buy. Who would you want that click from? Well, obviously you want the person that's ready to buy because they're gonna make you more money. In this case, we only have one click and we have to get it from one person. It's limited, and this is how you want to think about your ad spend. I'm sure that you don't have billions and billions of dollars to just spend willy-nilly on all your ads. You have a limited budget. You don't have infinite cash. You need to focus on what's actually making you money. Profits! This is why we need budgets. We need to figure out which campaigns are delivering the best results, the profits, and then allocate most of our money there. But we still need to save some cash to discover new opportunities. We don't just want to give it all to the profitable campaigns and that's it. No, we want to still be open to opportunities because you'll find that there are still some gold nuggets in all the other campaigns that you can pull out and put into that profitable campaign. So that's why we need these two types of budgets. One is for making profits consistently, and two is for looking for opportunities. So get into this mindset. Think about your ad spend and your budgets in this way. How can you allocate more money to what's working and then a little bit to what isn't working yet, but you know it's delivering good data and opportunities for your account? So how does this work in practice? What do? I get my shopping campaign going and I get it to start making some money. I get some conversions in the door. Sometimes you find that the campaign becomes profitable really quickly and delivers a very positive ROAS, return on ad spend. Great, that's awesome, we're partying. But often you'll find that just a few products in that campaign are absolutely killing it. They're getting a lot of clicks, but a lot of conversions, and the CPA, cost per acquisition, or the ROAS, return on ad spend, is very, very good and you're making profits. The problem is, if you look at the campaign on a whole level, it's not performing that well, but you go in and you split out based on the products and you see, these 2 products are killing it. These 10 products, they're really dragging down that campaign. Well, let's pull out those 2 products into their own campaign and then give them a big budget so Google can go pushing those to more people on the search results, and then we reduce the budget for that old campaign so we still keep seeing for other products and adding negative keywords and adjusting our bidding to see what we can make work. But really, we're now limiting our budget for that new discovery campaign, as we call it, or an opportunity campaign, while putting our money to the campaign that is working. Make sure that for the products that you pull out of that campaign and put into a special unlimited campaign, that you then go back and exclude them in the old campaign. We don't want to be advertising in both campaigns. That's a recipe for disaster. Then, like I said, we go back to that old campaign and we keep optimizing it. We keep adding negative keywords, we adjust the bids based on the performance, and we see if we can get it to work. Sometimes it takes more time as you do these things. Sometimes you might not be able to get those products to work and you need to set some sort of baseline. Say, depending on how much you spend on those products, you might have a limit. I'll spend $250 per product and see if I can get it profitable. You need to set that for yourself. So to summarize, you'll end up having a discovery campaign that's looking for opportunities and trying to get these products to work, and then you'll have this winning campaign that then allocates budget towards what's really profitable in your shopping campaigns. The discovery opportunity campaign will have a capped budget, say $50 per day. It's really up to you how much you want to allocate towards that. The profitable campaign, I would set that to $200, $300. It's really up to you. Sometimes it won't ever spend the $300 mark, but it'll scale up eventually and you'll be very surprised. So how do you decide how much to allocate to that discovery campaign? Well, my answer is, how much are you okay with losing each day or each month to get new data and new opportunities? You can set a fixed amount, like I said, $30 to $50, or you can say, hey, 10% of my budget, my ad spend is going to go towards this campaign. Find some sort of percentage that works for you. Don't neglect this campaign. Don't think about it like this little annoying brother that's just taking all your money. No, it's your source of gold and opportunities. You'll see over time, you'll be able to pull some good stuff out, even if that's great converting keywords from the search terms report, to then optimize your feed more, or to add into your search campaign, or to pull out those products and pluck them and put them into that profitable campaign. Remember, it's an iterative process that happens over time. And every negative keyword that you add, you don't have to add that again. It's there, it's getting more and more optimized. This same strategy can be used for search campaigns too. You have a discovery campaign that's looking for new keywords that can convert, and then once they convert and you see them in the search terms report, you pull them out and put them into that winning profitable campaign as exact match keywords. That's an overview of the process. It's called an alpha strategy. I'll get into it in another video, so subscribe so you make sure you get a notification when I release that one. Okay, search impression share. This is something else I really want to teach you guys, and it's called search impression share. I do have a whole video going deep into search impression share. It's incredibly valuable and something you do need to know as a Google Ads marketer. In short, it's a way that Google can tell you, out of all the searches that people are making out there, how many are you actually showing for? Say if you have a room full of people all searching to find your products, how many of those people do your ads actually get in front of? This relates to budgets because sometimes your ads might stop showing during the day because your budget is capped. So by just increasing your budget, you can suddenly get more search impressions, so more people viewing your ad, and then get more clicks and more conversions. You can actually see this happen for your own campaigns right now by checking out some metrics in your Google Ads account. Go to the campaign level, go to modify columns, and then unhide the search impressions columns. Let's jump into my computer real quick and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Hey guys, Sam here from Ecommerce, and I'm now in a Google Ads account and I'm going to show you how to see the search impression share for your campaigns. So what I've done here is I've actually unhidden a lot of the columns here. We're going to show basically the search impression columns that we want to see. So to do this, you might have different columns here, but that doesn't matter. We're going to go into columns, modify columns, and here's a window where you'll be able to see all the extra data you have access to. And it can be pretty confusing at first because there are so many extra columns that you can look at and explore yourself. But what we really care about is over here, competitive metrics, and these ones here. So search impression share, search impression or search lost IS, search impression share lost, rank, search lost IS budget, search impression share lost because of budget. And what this means is that we have the search impression share, and this Google will actually tell us how much search impression share we have lost because of a poor rank or because of our budget has capped the amount of impressions that we can have. So you'll now be able to see, for example, for this shopping campaign here, for example, like it's pretty much maxed out on the budget. Like we might be able to increase the budget for this one and we'll get a tiny % increase. Keep in mind, it is looking at this range. So you're always looking retrospectively. Keep that in mind. That's very, very important. But for these ones here, we can go, okay, we're only showing for 50% of potential searches out there and we're losing 50% because of our rank. And this one here, we're losing 70% because of our rank. That's really interesting. And you'll see here that this is actually a branding search campaign, and this one is a generic, more of a broader one. This one's a product-focused one here. And so the rank, that might just because the products aren't as relevant. Like this one here, we have a lot of negative keywords for product searches, and we're just trying to target the actual brand searches in the shopping campaign. That's a whole strategy on shopping campaign structures. There's another video. I'll leave a link in the description. Go down that rabbit hole and explore that one there. But basically, for search impression share, this tells us, okay, if we can improve the rank of our products, whether that's the ad rank in a search campaign or in a shopping campaign, we can then show for more searches. So how do we actually increase the ad rank? The first way is to get a better quality score in search campaigns, or to improve basically the quality score of shopping campaigns by improving the product feed and that side of things. That's one side. You have the quality score. The other side is the actual bid. So don't look at this and go, oh no, 50% of searches for this campaign I'm not showing for. I need to show for 100%. Well, maybe if you tried to show for 100%, you would have to increase your bids so much to get all those impressions that it's not actually worth it. So I recommend first bidding on that profit level. Bid based on profitability, not based on reach. Unless you have a lot of money and you just want to get your products out to the whole world, you can go ahead and do that. You can buy TV advertisements and spend money on Super Bowl commercials and get a lot of reach, but make sure I would recommend making sure it's actually profitable for your brand, even if that means a long-term strategy, but regardless. So that's what it's based off. So that allows you to see what your search impression share lost is for rank and budget. If you're losing some for budget, say that's at 50%, and you're profitable on that campaign, I'm going, guys, what are you doing? You can increase your budget, still have the same profitability on that campaign, but suddenly, boom, you're showing for so many more people. You're getting more sales and conversions. It just makes so much sense. If you've got a profitable campaign, increase the budget, and you'll get an idea of how much you can increase it by looking at this here. If this has a number here and it is a profitable campaign, then you are essentially leaving money on the table by not increasing your budgets. unless you have a cash flow problem. But even then, with e-commerce stores, the cash flow cycle is very, very short. When you're getting paid for those products from your Shopify distribution, it's not like you're waiting months and months. Yes, you have to buy products, but even if you're doing, if you're doing drop shipping, you'll pay for them once the order comes in with that money that's being used by paid by the customer. So it just makes sense. So yeah, that's how you check out search impression share in the Google Ads account. That's in the shopping campaign. It's exactly the same for search campaigns. The difference is quality score, and you'll be able to see the quality score on the keyword level for shopping products and shopping campaigns. You can't see the quality score, but you can basically infer it by the quality of your product feed. Okay, that's it for today. Was this video helpful for you? If so, please smash the like button and tell YouTube that I'm making good stuff for you guys out there. If you do have any questions at all about budgets and anything else I've talked about today, please leave a comment below, ask your question, and I'll get back to you really quickly. I check comments every single day. If you want to learn more about how you can grow your e-commerce store with Google Ads, Facebook ads, email marketing, how to improve the operations, how to find new products, check out my channel. I make a lot of videos just like this one, and consider subscribing as you grow your e-commerce store alongside me. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.